Welcome! This video introduces the scenario tool for analyzing strategy risks. Step 4 is about factoring production and market risks into planning and decision-making. Plans are built by forecasting crop prices, yields, and production costs back in Step 1. These forecasts drive expected income, which drives acreage allocation. Plant what will be profitable, right? But a good crop mix needs to be able to withstand the downside of forecasts we use. That's resiliency. Here, resilience is the difference in estimated income using the forecasted values and the estimated income using the scenario values. We need to use scenario analysis to see where we might further refine our strategies and ask the right what-if questions. That's Step 4. To do this, use the Scenario Analysis tool. The Scenario tool analyzes impacts on expected income from market and production risks. Focus risk analysis and the Scenario tool on high-impact, high-probability, uncontrollable events that, should they occur, would have a big impact on expected income. Start here in Quadrant 1, then move to Quadrant 2. This means focus on crops making up a large percentage of a strategy's estimated income, crops having significant difference between the minimums and maximums for yields and prices if you are using those values, crops for which you have experience or information regarding the likelihood of something occurring that would have a big impact on yields, prices, or production costs. Scenario analysis uses the optimized strategies. That means that the acreage assigned to each crop and all other farm model output parameters are never changed in scenario analysis. In scenario analysis, changes are made only to crop prices, yields, and production costs. First, identify any production and market events that could materially impact one or more crops and a strategy's profitability. Decide which risks warrant a closer look. Then create a couple of scenarios that cover these events by defining the crops impacted, the variables impacted, that is yields, prices, and/or production costs, and the degree of impact in percentage, which may be positive or negative. Apply the scenario to selected strategies and analyze the impact. Prices for forward sold crops are not affected by scenarios that impact crop prices. This bears repeating. Prices for forward sold crops are not affected by scenarios that impact crop prices. Scenarios are global or crop-specific. Global scenarios affect all crops' yields, prices, or production costs by the same percentage. Let's create a global scenario for a drought. Click on Scenarios. We'll call it Drought. To keep it simple, our drought scenario decreases all crop yields 20%. Note the negative sign. Click Save and Next. Click Analyze Scenarios. Select the strategies to be analyzed. Select the scenario to apply. Click Apply Scenario. The impact of the scenario on each strategy's expected income is displayed. Crop-specific scenarios are used to change individual crop prices, yields, and/or production costs. These can be set in any combination. Let's create a crop-specific scenario for low corn price and low soybean yield. Click on Scenarios. We'll call it Low Corn Price and Low Bean Yield. Decrease the price of corn by 20%. Note the negative sign. Decrease the yield on soybeans by 25%. Again, note the negative sign. Click Save and Next. Click Analyze Scenarios. Select the farm. Select the strategies to be analyzed. Select the scenario to apply. Click Apply Scenario. The impact of the scenario on each strategy's expected income is displayed. We're looking for resilience, with resilience being the difference in estimated income using the forecasted expected values and the estimated income using the scenario values. Now let's compare the scenario analysis results in relation to the overall strategy. Scenario values also appear in the rankings and in the report. We'll look at comparing strategies in the next video, but here and in the report is where the scenario values appear. If the downside risk is concerning, circle back to step 3. Look at some of the ways to manage risk and modify one or more strategies accordingly. The scenarios we just looked at were all to the downside. Scenario analysis can be used to analyze the upside of forecasts too. In addition to the scenario tool, Planting Profits has other risk analysis tools that are covered in later videos. To summarize, the scenario analysis tool is used in step 4 of the planning process. Scenario analysis helps refine our strategies and answer what-if risk management questions relating to crop yields, prices, and production costs. The next training video covers step 5, comparing strategies so you can select the one that's best for you. Thank you for your time. For more information, please go to www.plantingprofits.com.